fielder number 15, Josh Higozo. Batting third in right field, number 20, Ziggy Thomas. Hitting cleanup tonight, catcher number 2, Ethan Greisen. And batting fifth, the DH tonight, number 5, Marco Dinges. Batting sixth, third baseman number 7, Andrew Fernandez. Batting seventh, second baseman number 9, Justin Cruz. Batting eighth, first baseman number 24, Brett Gwynn. And batting ninth, in left field, number 3, Dave Mitchell. And slinging the rock tonight, number 27, Seth Dudley. Just a few moments, we will be underway for Game 2 here at Eagle Field.
And we're back for Game 2 here at Eagle Field. TCC took Game 1 by a score of 9-5, looking to complete that sweep of the doubleheader. That win moved the Eagles only 2.5 games back out of first place in the Panhandle Conference. Chipola takes a half-game lead over Northwest Florida with that loss from the Raiders. And we're underway here at 5:10 for Game 2. First pitch from the Eagles starter, Seth Dudley, misses outside to Blake Cavell. Dudley making his 6th start of the game. That one misses now, 2-0 to Cavell. Dudley with a 3.07 ERA. This one in for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Cavell, the left-handed hitting Australian, takes another one outside, 3-1. Went 1 for 4 in Game 1, though Fireved did a really good job preventing him from doing any damage. And there is strike 2 called. He was about a third of the way down the first base line. Thought that was ball 4. Has to step back in. New umpire, the home and field umpire, switched places in between the doubleheader. The full count pitch fouled away. Getting underway about 37 minutes after the conclusion of Game 1. Got the field looking good again. Everybody warmed up. Players got some food in their system. Ready to roll. This one misses inside, so that will be ball 4 to Cavell. A leadoff walk to get things started here.
Now batting right fielder, number 29, Cherokee Nichols.
We'll bring in Nichols. Nichols 2 for 4 in that first game. Scored a run in the 7th. Raiders made it interesting. At one point, the Eagles led 9-0. We're a run away from run-ruling Northwest Florida, the Panhandle Conference leaders. Dudley misses high and outside to Nichols for his first pitch. This is inside again, so Dudley struggling to find the zone here early on. It's going to be important. You've already had 3 pitchers go in Game 1. And from my understanding, you've got about, after Dudley, 5 guys available out of the bullpen. This one, inside part of the plate, strike one. No other Panhandle Conference games today. There were a couple yesterday. The rain postponed this doubleheader to today, and a foul ball into the netting makes it 2-2. Chipola took 2 games over Gulf Coast State, one of them by just a run. It was a 5-4 finish, and then game 2 went 8-6 the way of the Indians. That put Chipola tied for first with Northwest Florida, and then the loss today gave the Indians a half-game lead. Breaking ball misses up and in. Nichols has to duck out of the way of that one. So count goes full, runner on first, nobody out here. On the ground and into right field. Did it hit the runner? No. The field umpire says no, so that'll be a base hit. Cavill had to jump out of the way. Would have been ruled out if it had hit him. Instead, it's the first hit of the game. Now third baseman Austin Kelly steps in. Same top third of the lineup for Northwest Florida, Cavill, Nichols, and Kelly. We finally know who pinch hit for Carlos Guzman back in the 6th inning of the first game. Brant Smith wearing a new number 40 on the back of his jersey. So he's on deck. Does get the start as the designated hitter for game 2. Shows bunt. Drops it down. Gwynn fields it. Goes over to first himself, but it does move the runners over. A successful sacrifice bunt, if there is such a thing. But now, hey, Northwest Florida, 2 men in scoring position. Your cleanup hitter up, it's Brant Smith. Smith hitting .316 on the season, or at least coming into today he was. He did get 2 at-bats and 2 hits. And 2 runs scored in game 1 off the bench. A .418 on-base percentage. This one in for a strike. But Dudley given the free out there. Now it's kind of interesting to see what he does with it. The path to escaping this inning unscathed is there. It's going to be tough still. Kreisen does well to knock that one down. Count is 1-1. Eagles in their yellow jerseys, accompanied by the white hat, white pants. This one on the ground. Gwynn fields it. Will he flip it over to Dudley? He does. Out number 2. That will bring across the first run of today's game. Makes it 1-0. But at this point, I think you'll trade the run for the out. Cavill scores, and now it'll be left-handed hitting Dalton McNamara, the Raiders shortstop. So, leadoff walk and followed by a single. At that point, you'll trade in the first inning. Oh, this one gets away from Kreisen, and it kind of just takes a bad hop off of one of the shin guards, and there is the second run coming across. That's Cherokee Nichols. That'll make it 2-0. It will empty the bases. A little bit unfortunate. Kreisen got down to knock it down, but it might have just taken the bad hop off of one of those shin guards. So the count 1-0 to McNamara. Nobody on and 2 away. Smakowski can't get to it. That'll drop in for another base hit. The second hit of the inning for Northwest Florida.
Now batting, catcher, number 20, Scott Mudler.
It's going to bring up left-handed hitting catcher Scott Mudler. Mudler hit 7th in game 1. He goes up to 6th. Switches places with A.J. Fritz. Fritz struck out twice. He was then pinch hit by Wyatt Casto, who another pinch hitter came in, and Johnny Martinez. This one misses low and in for ball 1. Other changes to the lineup: Cade Easterbrook, who came off the bench as a pinch hitter in the 6th, replaces Mason Jans in the lineup. That slides Tyler Kehoe from left to center. Easterbrook starting today's game in left field. Dudley fires one in for a strike. Kehoe still hitting 9th in this lineup. Liked what I saw out of Kehoe. I'm just going to give an honest evaluation of opposing player. Good plate discipline, great speed, good range in the outfield. Dudley goes over to first. Kind of close play over there. Trying to get McNamara sleeping. Slides back in safely. This is a big game, though. Northwest Florida took both midweek games between these two teams. They've been really good at home. 16-3 over in Niceville this season. And this one sent into left. Mitchum, who's getting the start out there for the Eagles, makes the catch to retire the side. Northwest adds 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the first on tcceagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges, eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to 4-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
So Northwest Florida takes an early 2-0 lead here, scoring 2 on 2 hits in the top of the first. Last couple of warm-up pitches here for their starter, Jake Madden, making his 9th start of the season. He's got 30 innings pitched on the year, a 4.8 ERA. 54 strikeouts over 30 innings. 20 walks, so a lot of strikeout stuff and maybe some issues with command. He's got a 3-3 record coming in to today's start. It will be Jason Smikowski leading things off as per usual.
For the Eagles, shortstop, number 13, Jason Smikowski.
I'm flipping through my scorebook here. I think he's led off every game that I've scored. And I'd be willing to bet the road games he has as well. I have to look through each individual box score. First pitch misses outside. Gets away from the catcher, Mudler. Smikowski, leadoff hitter, might try to see as many pitches as he can. We know the struggles he's got with the command. He went 2 for 4, though, in game 1. There is a strike fired in there by Jake Madden. That sun's starting to creep down. Going to get warm up here in the press box, I'm sure of it. And that's called a strike. And I'm shocked by that one, folks. I mean, I've got a pretty good angle from up here in the press box, a very similar angle, just lower from what you're viewing on the camera. And it looked as if that one was on the chalk line for the left-handed hitter's batter's box. This one misses well outside. So that brings the count to 2-2, but it could very well be 3-1 on another day. Jake Madden with a gift here. It's not even close to Christmas. Maybe it's his birthday. Now this one misses inside. Count goes full. Like I was mentioning earlier, the Eagles now 2.5 games out of first. 2 games behind Northwest Florida, and that's for that second place playoff spot. This one comes in and hits Smikowski. So he'll reach first, and talked a little bit about the walks. I haven't looked at the hit by pitch numbers from Madden.
Center fielder, number 15, Josh. It goes.
It's going to bring up Josh Pagozzo. This one fired in for a strike. Pagozzo, Thomas on deck, Risen in the hole. Same first 4. Actually, it's the same lineup all the way down until the 9 spot. You've got Dave Mitchum slotting in for Harper McClendon, who got the start in game 1. Defensive alignment for Northwest Florida. Scott Mudler behind the plate. Infield third to first. Austin Kelly, Dalton McNamara, A.J. Fritz, Blake Cavell. Outfield left to right. Kate Easterbrook move over to first, and Smikowski's in there safely. Kate Easterbrook, Tyler Kehoe, and Cherokee Nichols. This one misses outside. Count now 2-1. That one comes in, and he swings and fouls it back. Again, Josh Pagozzo named FCSAA Player of the Week. Racked up a ton of hits in a week that saw the Eagles take 3 of 4 from Gulf Coast State. The 2-2 pitch. Taken low in the dirt. Knocked down. So the count goes full now. Foul tip right into the mitt of Scott Mudler. So a strikeout there. First out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, number 20, Ziggy Thomas.
That'll bring up Ziggy Thomas. Thomas at one point in the season was really starting to slump at the plate. We saw what he could do early in the year. He had some games where he slid down the lineup. That couldn't be any further from the truth now. He's been on fire for a few weeks now. This one misses inside. Look at his numbers now on the season. Hitting 308, 434 on base. Smikowski's moving, but Thomas swings and fouls it. They're trying to move into scoring position, eliminate the chance of the double play ball. Give Thomas a chance to drive you in. Thomas swings. I don't know if that was a hit and run or if Thomas just saw a pitch he should swing at. Counts 1-1, one away. See if Smikowski goes again. He does not. And Thomas way out in front there of that breaking ball. So he falls now down to 1-2. They're not shifting him at all, even in the outfield. And he's got power to all fields. We've seen him hit home runs to that left center field area. And he sends this one right down the line. Goes foul, though. That's what I was talking about. Is a lot of his extra base hits are up that right field line. And they're giving him a lot of space out there. That one was fouled by a good bit, but that's an area of the field that I would want to have a little bit better covered if I were Northwest Florida. You might want to leave the infield where they're at for the possibility of the double play, but the outfield, they are playing straight up. Move over to first. Mikowski dives in. No tag. Count is 1-2. Swings and misses at a fastball on the outside corner. That one might have been just outside, but another strikeout for Jake Madden.
Now batting, catching, number 2, Ethan Rising.
In steps the Eagle backstop, Ethan Kreisen. Looking to make something happen here. You're still going to run her on first, but now 2 outs. You've got Marco Gingis on deck. Madden set, looks back. Smikowski now goes home. This one must have missed high. Kreisen watches it go. Count 1-0. Talk about a guy that, if I flip back to the beginning of the season, spent a lot of time towards the bottom of the Eagle lineup. This one misses outside, so 2-0 the count now to Kreisen. Let's go back to opening day. Ethan Kreisen hitting 6th. Another move over to first. Sixth, 7th. Then you start to see him as the season goes on. Hit 5th, hit 2nd. Drops a bunt here with 2 outs. If it stays fair, it could be a chance for an infield hit, but it will roll foul about 8 feet away from the third base bag. I see him slot into the 2-hole back on March 17th in those games against Thomas after conference play had started. Yeah, those exciting 2 games against Chipola here at home and a couple more games over in Marietta. Ever since then, he's been hitting second. Today, he slides down to the 4 spot. Count is 2-1 to him after he tried to bunt his way aboard. Another move over to first. Smekowski once again back in safely. But now, you know, I questioned whether or not Jacob Von Faden would get the start here. A lot of the non-conference doubleheader. Smekowski takes a big jump. It forces Madden to step off. I don't know if he had any intention of going there, but now you get Madden a little bit off his rhythm. He's behind in the count to Kreisen. Now he's worried about Smekowski over at first base. Could present a good opportunity for the catcher. Set. And delivers. Smekowski is running. This one misses high. The catcher had a hard time getting out of his glove, and because of it, Jason Smekowski is in there safely with a stolen base. So that was a beautifully crafted stolen base there from Jason Smekowski that started the pitch before. He took that jump off. Jake Madden stepped off. You know, he probably said to himself, I don't think this guy's going. I think he's just trying to mess with me. Let me try to get the batter out. Smekowski with a great jump. And, you know, honestly, if Mudler had gotten that cleanly out of the catcher's mitt, might have had a better chance of getting him. But that little bit of hesitation, that little bit of an extra split second gave Smekowski a chance to get in there safely. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and it hits Kreisen. Ooh, that one hurts. I don't know if it got him in the hand or the forearm, but the second hit by pitch of this inning. And Madden, he's got some high octane stuff. We know he's got trouble with the command, but now 2 hit batsmen in the same inning. That's tough. You don't want to see that. And again, I'm not claiming intent. It's clearly not intentional, but you know, that's still your responsibility as a pitcher, command-wise. You don't want to be hitting guys. 1, for your own team's sake, right? You know, you're giving them free passes, but 2, you start to rack up those HBPs, even if they're not intentional. You're not making many friends. So Marco Dinges will step in. So Madden, tale of 2 pitchers for him this inning. 2 hit by pitch, 2 strikeouts. But now the Eagles are in business here. 2 men on, 2 away. Marco Dinges stepping in. I really like this lineup configuration here for Game 2. Dinges, you got to have his bat in the lineup. And, you know, he's definitely not a bad outfielder by any means. But to be able to utilize the gloves of guys like McClendon and Mitchum. First pitch swinging, sends this one into foul territory. The right fielder dives, doesn't come away with it. And he was in foul territory, so that will be a foul ball. That was Nichols, just out of frame, I think, diving for that one. And it looks like it hit his glove, but wasn't in the right position to get it. There will be strike 1. So 0-1 the count here with 2 away. Madden set. Pitch on its way. Chop foul to the left side. 0-2 now. Northwest Florida added 2 runs on 2 hits in the top. Eagles trying to get at least 1 back, maybe more here. TCC took a 3-0 lead in the first inning of Game 1. Added 5 more in the third. Ended up going up 9-0. Foul tip goes into the dirt. So Dingus stays alive. That one just came off the end of the bat there. Northwest did make things interesting. Came back and made it 9-5. Had some base runners on in the 7th before Grant Harrison closed the door. But if anything, they made one more pitcher unavailable for game 2, right? You know, you had Ethan Firevet, and I thought there was a chance he would go all 7. Now, you know, he only goes 5, trying to figure out what the pitching rotation is going to look like. Will Firevet throw weekends for the time being? That one misses outside. Makes it 1-2. Mudler had to reach out to stop that one from going to the backstop. That would have moved the runners over 90 feet. But you make Coach Mack bring out Grant Harrison after Campbell Cleveland, and one less pitcher that they can go to in today's game. I imagine we'll see Jack Thunberg at some point. Coach Mack talked about the importance of throwing, you know, good lefties against this lineup. Thunberg, the only lefty available out of the pen. And did he check swing there? Yes, he did, said the home plate umpire. So 3 strikeouts for Jake Madden, and the 2 hit by pitches don't end up not coming back to bite him. We head to the top of the 2nd. Northwest Florida leads 2-0 on TCCEagles.com.
Community College presents Rock the Roost, starring Luke Bryan.
Yeah, that's my kind of night.
Luke Bryan. It goes live Saturday, July 23rd on campus at TCC with special guest
There was this girl,
Riley Green.
drink in her hand. Shoot me a let's get into trouble grand.
Tickets are on sale now at rocktheroosttcc.com. Luke Bryan, live, produced by Tallahassee Community College and Adams Entertainment.
All right, back here on the top of the 2nd. Seth Dudley back on the mound.
Now batting second baseman, number 14, A.J. Fritz.
It'll be A.J. Fritz, Cade Easterbrook, and Tyler Kehoe due up for Northwest Florida. Fritz 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts before being lifted from game 1. First pitch in him, called for a strike on the outside corner. Hunter Parrish, the other lefty, I might have noticed I didn't mention him available. It sounds like he is unavailable for today's game, but no concern about him moving forward this season, just dealing with an illness. He's been so effective. He was really effective coming in after Ethan Firevet after that game against Chipola, that conference opener that saw the Eagles start Panhandle play 1-0. Sends this one out of play. 2-2 the count. Dudley pitching exclusively out of the stretch. He's mainly been a reliever this season. Although he does have 5 starts a lot of times in these doubleheaders and non-conference games. Misses low and away here, 3-2 the count. So with this start, he is now third on the team in game started. He's, you got Firevet and Halliday as your 1 and 2, but between Dudley and Brett Gwynn, this one fouled back. Make up the rest of your starting staff. Hunter Paris has 1 start. Campbell Cleveland has 1. Drew Lang has 1. David Strager with 2. Matt Cooper with 3. Hunter Paris and Grant Harrison, the team leaders in ERA. Last innings pitched. You've got Firevet at 46 1/3, and his ERA will go down after today's start. Grounder over to Fernandez, throws it offline. Gwynn comes off the bag, makes the tag. So a 5-3 put out to get things started here in inning number 2. That's going to bring up left-handed hitting Cade Easterbrook.
Now batting, left fielder, number 21, Cade Easterbrook.
I say this to pick fun at Easterbrook, but he came off the bench in game 1. It was a bit of a human rain delay. I thought we got all our rain delays out of the way yesterday. Took him quite a while. Took a few extra swings with the donut before stepping in. Two and on the count now. And there's got a miss. Foul tip into the glove of Kreisen. 2-1 the count. So a win here today would make the Eagles 2 games out of first place. You win that, you've got 4 games on tap this week against Pensacola State, who are 5-7 in conference play. They've done well considering their record entering conference play. They were 10-12. Easterbrook takes this one outside for a ball. So second walk of the game for Seth Dudley, and that's going to bring up Tyler Kehoe, another left-handed hitter in this lineup.
Now batting, center fielder, number 1, Tyler Kehoe.
Kehoe over 2, did reach base 3 times last game, 2 walks and reached on error in the 5th. Never came around to score. Showed good plate discipline. Drew a pair of walks. Dudley goes over to first. Shows bunt, pops it up. Going to be a tough play for Seth Dudley. Dives into the first baseline and makes the catch. Second out of the inning there. And it's a P1, not a bunt. Kehoe, what I'm assuming was a sacrifice bunt attempt, fails there. Does flip the lineup over for Blake Cavell, who now comes up with 2 outs here in the top of the second. But that's a tough play for Seth Dudley. Coming off the mound, everybody else in the field is playing on a level playing surface, right? Whether it be the infield dirt or the outfield grass. Dudley's got to start that run coming off a mound after he just threw a pitch. Track that ball, make sure he times it his run over there right to make that catch. In that situation, he had Kehoe barreling down the first base line, make sure he didn't collide with him. This one in the dirt, Kreisen gets over to it, but not before Easterbrook takes second base on a wild pitch. So they move a runner into scoring position for Blake Cavill. Walked and scored in the first, a chance to add to that lead here in the top of the second. Another one misses low and in, knocked down by Kreisen. Count goes to 3-0. Florida State baseball did lose their series finale to Notre Dame. They were swept by the Irish here at home this weekend. FAMU baseball finished off a sweep, though, of their own, beating Alabama A&M this afternoon. This one fired in for a strike to Cavill, who appeared to be taken all the way. That was a fastball about as down the middle as you can get. And a hitter of his caliber, if it were any other count, he'd probably be taking a big hack at it. But watches it go by. Now the count's 3-1. This one in for a strike, and Cavill again started to make his way down the first base line. It's called back into the box by the home plate umpire. That's strike two. So a full count here, 2 away. And a big at-bat, big pitch coming up here. Dudley delivers. Fouled. Over towards the visiting dugout. Yeah, it's warm outside, it's sunny, but it really could not be a better day for baseball here at Eagle Field. Now, if I'm being a little honest, I love being on the call. I love talking with you guys, but it'd be nice to be out in the stands with maybe a hot dog. This one on the ground. Cruz was shifted. He was out in right field, and he botches it. Cavill reaches first safely. That was the ticket to get out of the inning, but now Northwest Florida has runners on the corners with 2 outs after that E4. Man, that was, you get Cavill to ground out over to that side. You already had him shifted that way. It was a bit of a tough play. Cruz, who was playing in shallow right, had to come up and field that one. Yeah, it might have hit the lip coming off of the dirt. But still, it's one of those where you want to be able to get it. Do they get another chance here? Fernandez over to Justin Cruz, and they do get the force out in second. So they strand the runners on the corners. They trail by 2, but no more than that. We head to the bottom of the second here on TCCEagles.com. Andrew Fernandez leading off here in the bottom of the second, facing Jake Madden, who struck out the side in the first. And throws a strike in there to Fernandez. Big cut and a miss on the breaking ball there, so quickly down 0-2. But then sends this one into the right center field gap. It's down for extra bases. He had a very similar hit in game one, and he's done it again here. A leadoff double for Andrew Fernandez.
Now batting, second baseman, number 9, Justin Cruz.
He's going to bring up Cruz now. Eagles a chance to get back into this. They fell down 2-0 in the top of the first. First baseman's playing in. Maybe expecting Cruz to drop down a bunt. He's way in. And a ball called on Jake Madden will move Andrew Fernandez over to third base. Twitch there. He was set for a long time. And anytime you do that, you kind of risk, doing something that could get called for a balk. Now that's going to move Cavill back to the cutout. Third baseman Kelly really in the same position, the middle infield in normal depth. Cruz takes this one high and away for ball one. So now a runner on third here, nobody out. A lot of different ways he could be driven in. Big opportunity to get one back and maybe get something going here in this inning to tie it up or take the lead. Madden's 1-0 is cut on and missed by Cruz. Count goes to 1-1. Mentioned Ethan Fireved and his commitment to the University of Pittsburgh in the ACC in game one. Another one fired in there by Madden. High velocity fastball for strike two. He's one of 3 Eagles now committed to a 4-year university. Matt Cooper committed to Valdosta State. Carlos Rodriguez committed to Eastern Kentucky. Cooper and Rodriguez have dealt with some injuries this year, but nothing too serious. This one, hit to the second baseman. Fritz, he tries to go home with it. And there was no play at home. Fernandez in there safely. I looked down thinking, all right, gets the out at first, but they get a run back. Instead, Cruz will reach on a fielder's choice there and drive in Andrew Fernandez for the Eagles' first run of the game.
Now batting, first baseman, number 24, Brett Wynn.
I mean, just a mental error, I think, there from A.J. Fritz deciding to go home. Fernandez was already more than halfway down the baseline by the time he didn't have the infield in. They were playing normal depth. It would take an incredible play to have any shot at a runner breaking off a third on a ground ball hit there. Gwynn takes strike one. At this point in the game, I think, that's why he wasn't playing in. Northwest Florida would have happily taken the out at first base, let the Eagles get the run back, and you move on with your life with an empty bases and one out. But now still nobody out. Pickoff attempt over to first base, and TCC did bring that run in. Questionable decision. More than questionable. Madden misses up and away to Gwynn. Gwynn's homer in game one of Harrison Dorsett. They had just brought Dorsett in the game. Joel Sarver really struggled. Bring Dorsett in, and the second pitch he throws is hit over the right field fence. Really put that game away. This one misses high, so 2-1 the count to Madden. If I'm Madden, I'd probably need to take a step off the mound, collect myself, because I'd be pretty frustrated with what just happened. But you can't let it snowball. The Eagles are going to look to capitalize here in this situation, though. 2-1 count. Pitch on its way. Runner's moving. Misses high. Cruz in there safely with a stolen base. If he can stay on the bag, he does. So a stolen base for Justin Cruz. Brett Gwynn is up in the count 3-1 now. Madden, who hit 2 batters and struck out the side of the first, now has given up a double. He had Cruz reach on a fielder's choice and then steal second base, now facing the first baseman, Gwynn, who's up in the count 3-1. If I'm Brett Gwynn, I'm waiting on that fastball, and I'm laying off just about everything else. Looking for his pitch to hit here. Fastball, but it was right on the outside corner. Probably smart to lay off of that. I don't know what he could have done with it. Maybe other than a slow roller to one of the infielders. Make Madden throw it again. Full count now. Nobody out. Set. Cruz takes a jump off second. Now here's the pitch. Taken, strike 3. That one right on the inside corner, so Madden gets his 4th strikeout of the game. First out of the inning. I'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Dave Mitchum. Mitchum on the bench for game 1. They've used him a lot as a pinch runner, pinch hitter, and defensive replacement. Hitting .278 with a .437 on base percentage. He's got 71 plate appearances and 17 walks. That's a 24% walk rate. That is incredibly high. This one fired in, though, for a strike.
Now batting number 3, Dave Mitchell.
Madden set. The 0-1 pitch to Mitchum on its way. This one on the outside corner. He's quickly behind 0-2. This home plate umpire, I think, on the outside corner, really stretching that zone. He's probably done it for both pitchers, if we're being honest. But it's something that these hitters are going to need to adjust to. Really, when you've got guys like Dudley and Madden, firing in those fastballs at that, in that area, it's really hard to even get a bat on, even fight off, So the hitters will adjust. Maybe you can crowd in on the plate. I know the Eagles have a few batters that like to really toe the line, literally toe the line in that batter's box. Get really close. 0-2 pitch on its way from Jake Madden. Breaking ball and fouled off by Mitchum. Don't know if that was a breaking ball or a changeup. Definitely wasn't his fastball. But the way this inning is going, you're happy to get the 1 run, but you really feel like this is a huge opportunity to add more to that. Mitchum gets on here, and you're back to the top of your order. Smikowski, Pagozzo, Thomas. No matter what happens, no matter what the outcome of this game is, this is going to be an inning that you look back on, whether or not it helped you go on to win or maybe one where you left some meat on the bone. 0-2 pitch again. And this one's called strike 3. So the 5th strikeout of the day for Jake Madden. And again, he is giving that outside corner and then some. Add another ball or two to the outside of that plate. Another ball length, I guess you'd call it. And that's about what he's giving today. And you could say what you want. I can complain, the fans can complain, Coach Matt can complain, batters can complain. But if that's the way it's going to be called, you will have to make an adjustment. Or Jake Madden and Seth Dudley are going to keep pounding that line in the left-handed hitting batter's box. And they'll rack up the strikes. Fair play to them. Yeah, I was a pitcher once myself. I understand it. You will take what the umpire gives you. Now Cruz takes off, and he's heading for third. Muddler's throw is not in time. Justin Cruz with his 2nd stolen base of the inning. That one missed for a ball, so the count is 1-0. But Justin Cruz, we know how speedy he is. Now at 10 stolen bases on the season, 2nd on the team, only to Josh Pagozzo. Cruz, however, has yet to be caught stealing. 10 for 10 in stolen base attempts. Madden comes set. The 1-0 to Smekowski pulls back a bunt, but it's called for a strike. You might ask, well, he's got 10 stolen bases, hasn't been caught. Why don't they steal him more? And the answer to that is probably, well, there's a reason he's 10 for 10. He picks the right moments. He knows the catchers, the pitchers that he can take that base against. And he's finding the right times to take that extra base. 1-1 on its way. Misses low and away. 2-1 the count now. Pagozzo the same way. He's 15 for 18. Marco Dingus has 5 stolen bases on 6 attempts. Jason Smekowski's really the only one that's struggled, I guess you'd say, in that regard. He's got 7 stolen bases, been caught 4 times. It's still, a small sample size, but he's shown off his speed and his agility, not only on the bases, but at shortstop, and that's what's turned him into the Eagles' everyday shortstop leadoff hitter. We know what he can do. You look at it, 41 stolen bases, 11 caught stealing for TCC this year. 6 from Dave Mitchum, 5 from Caleb Abshir, 3 from Brett Gwynn. Those are incredible numbers, and it's what makes this team such a good team. There's so many ways in which they can create offense. The 2-2 pitch with 2 outs on its way. Sent high into the air into foul territory. Cavill's going to run out of room here. It's going to go hit the tree right next to the first base dugout. That houses the visiting team. Today that's the Northwest Florida State Raiders. Raiders enter today, tied for first place in the Panhandle, now find themselves a half game out. They're 26-11 on the season, 16-3 at home, and 3-5 in true road games, and that's including the game 1 loss here at Eagle Field. They took 2 of 2 from Tallahassee in the midweek. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Smekowski. Cavill might have enough room to make the play here, and he does. Catches it in foul territory for out number 3. So the Eagles score 1-on-1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We head to the 3rd. Northwest Florida leads this one 2-1 on TCCEagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges, eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
Eagles add one in the bottom of the second, but leave one stranded at third base. So Northwest Florida still leading 2-1 here. Austin Kelly, the left-handed hitter, leading things off. First pitch to him. Misses. That one misses for a ball. So, you know, he's giving him the outside part. Not so much the inside part of the plate. Maybe shaving an inch or two off there and adding it to the outside. And this one's lined foul by Kelly. The way the sun's coming in, I'm having a hard time reading the ball off the bat. I'm kind of just reacting to how the defense shifts when the ball is hit. Lost that one immediately. Got the shades on and everything. I think they're polarized. And that one's lined and caught in the air by Andrew Fernandez. Again, I lost that one. But a quick out here on a hard hit ball from Austin Kelly.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 40, Brant Smith.
It's going to bring Brant Smith back to the plate. He grounded out to the first baseman back in the first. I asked Coach Mack before the start of game one who was going to be starting for game two. And that, again, another one misses for a ball. I don't know where that one was. I asked him who was going to be starting for game two, and he said it's going to be Johnny Holstaff for game two. We got Ethan in game one, Johnny Holstaff for game two. So Seth Dudley gets to be the starter. Now he's in his third inning at work and really brought the heat there. Might have been the hardest fastball he's thrown all day. Don't have access to a radar gun up here, but that one looks pretty good. 1-1 pitch sent high into the air. Center fielder Josh Pagozzo takes a few steps back underneath it and makes the catch. So 2 quick outs. That'll bring up Dalton McNamara for his second trip in game 2. Singled in the first.
Now batting, shortstop, number 2, Dalton McNamara.
First pitch into him is called for a strike. Now 2 quick strikes to McNamara. McNamara 2 for 4. We're stranded on third base each time last game. Now this one misses inside. That one was inside. One, two. Dudley looking to get out of this inning quickly, but he hits him. So McNamara was down 1-2, but gets a free pass via the hit by pitch. It's going to bring up Scott Mudler.
Now batting, catcher, number 20, Scott Mudler.
Dudley set. Misses outside. That one, which I think was pretty clearly a ball, but you're still getting those groans from the stands because there's been a lot that have been missed calls, I think, early on in this game. Now anything that's nearly close, if it doesn't go their way, they're going to be upset. Who can blame them? Coach Mack will stroll out from the dugout, and we never really know whether or not it's going to be a pitching change, so we'll stay right here. I won't roll the ad quite yet, but you guys have been seeing today the ad for the Luke Bryan concert taking place on TCC's campus in July. Luke Bryan and Riley Green. All proceeds going to TCC Athletic Scholarships, part of the TCC Foundation. It's going to be a great show. I can't wait for it. And we will get that pitching change. And without further ado, here's an ad talking about that concert.
Community College presents Rock the Roost, starring Luke Bryan.
Yeah, that's my kind of night.
Luke Bryan. It goes live Saturday, July 23rd on campus at TCC with special guest
There was this girl,
Riley Green.
drink in her hand. Shoot me and let's get into trouble, grand.
Tickets are on sale now at rocktheroosttcc.com. Luke Bryan, live, produced by Tallahassee Community College and Adams Entertainment.
New pitcher is Harper McClendon. We'll finish the at-bat here against Scott Muddler. He's down 2-0 already, and Muddler swings at the first pitch, pops it up. Justin Cruz underneath it. One pitch, one out for Harper McClendon, and he goes and gets to rest again after warming up there for 8 pitches. So Northwest Florida gets one runner on no hits, no runs scored, no errors, and one left. We head to the bottom of the third. You're watching TCC Baseball on tcceagles.com. Back here in the bottom of the third inning. Harper McClendon came in and finished off
Now batting,
the top half.
center fielder, number 15, Josh Pigoza.
Now it's Josh Pagoza stepping in to lead things off against Jake Madden. Madden, 2 innings pitched thus far, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. Smikoski popping up to the first baseman was the first out recorded that wasn't a strikeout. And this first pitch into Pagozo is called for a strike. Cut and a miss, so Pagozo quickly down 0-2. Did strike out in that first inning. This one misses well outside. One and two the count. Here's the pitch. Big cut and a miss from Pagozo, and that's Jake Madden's 6th strikeout of the game.
Now batting, right fielder, number 20, Ziggy Thomas.
First pitch to Ziggy Thomas, misses for a ball. And again, this one clips the outside corner. 1-1 the count. I understand it's game 2 a doubleheader, but let's go. Balls are balls, strikes are strikes. This one, grounder, over to Fritz, the second baseman, throw over to first, out number 2. So 2 quick outs. Now Ethan Kreisen stepping in.
Number 2.
He was hit by a fastball that got a little too much inside. This one for a strike. This one misses up. And he gets hit again. So the third hit by pitch from Jake Madden. And the second time he's plunked Kreisen. And again, you know,
Batting, the designated hitter, number 5.
no chance there's intent.
Dinges.
But at some point, you're going to tick some people off. He hasn't walked anybody today, just hit 3 guys. So Marco Dinges hitting 5th. And a high chopper, third baseman Kelly can't get it. Still has a chance to retire Dinges, but it gets away from the first baseman Cavill. Kreisen over to third, Dinges over to second. And now the Eagles are in business with 2 men in scoring position after that E5.
Now batting, third baseman, number 7, Andrew Fernandez.
And I think this is probably who you want up here. Andrew Fernandez, he's seeing the ball really well lately. Already has 2 doubles today, 1 in game 1 and 1 last inning. Led off the second with a double and came around to score. So Madden recorded 2 quick outs, Pagozo and Thomas, then hits Kreisen, and Dingus reaches on error. It was really an error before the throw got away. I don't know. I think you marked that just 1 error. I don't know. He reached on error, and then I think the runners moved over on an error. I think you might mark that as 2. And Fernandez swings at the first pitch. It's a liner. Drops in for a base hit. This game is tied. They will hold Dingus at third, but Fernandez swings at the first pitch, knocks it into right field for a base hit. I said it. It's exactly who you want up. And now you've got Justin Cruz up, and this Northwest team has to be a little rattled, right? You had 2 outs. You had a chance to get out of it. You've already had Austin Kelly make an error this inning. Unless he's playing all the way in, I think Justin Cruz might think about laying down a bunt here. And he's playing pretty far back. It would not shock me if Cruz squares away here. Takes a fastball inside. So doesn't square one yet. And sends one into right field for a base hit. Dingus will come around to score, and the Eagles have a 3-2 lead.
Now batting first baseman number 24, Brett Witt.
This inning has completely turned on its head. Pagozo and Thomas, your 2 and 3 hitters, both retired, and then all of a sudden, a hit by pitch, an error, and 2 straight hits. And now you forced Jake Madden out of this ball game. We'll have a pitching change. We'll be right back. You're watching TCC Baseball live on tcceagles.com and YouTube. Phillips is the new pitcher, making his 8th appearance of the season. Doing so with 2 men on and 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd, finishing up his warm-ups. He's got a 3.57 ERA, has 31 strikeouts and 11 walks over 22 and 2/3 innings. So, pretty solid numbers for the left-handed reliever. And he'll be facing Brett Gwynn, the switch hitting Brett Gwynn, who now moves to the right side. Phillips set. First pitch misses high. Big cut from Gwynn. Gets by him. Now the count 1-1. And they've got Fernandez picked off here. He's tagged out by the third baseman, Austin Kelly. So not the best way to end that inning as he's caught stealing there. But the Eagles do add 2 runs to take a 3-2 lead. We'll head to the top of the fourth. You're watching TCC Baseball live on tcceagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges, eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
A.J. Fritzen to lead off for Northwest Florida. Harper McClendon back on the mound. Now pitching with the lead. This one misses outside. Top of the fourth. And what a win would do here for TCC. Would bring us back to 500 in conference play. McClendon set and delivers. Grounder right back to him. Runs over, tosses it to Brett Gwynn, and a quick first out here in the fourth. Now it'll be Cade Easterbrook.
Fielder, number 21, Cade Easterbrook.
Depending on whether or not Northwest Florida is willing to use either of the 2 arms that came out of the bullpen. I don't think they would be. You had an inning and 2/3 from Dorsett, 2 innings from Blackman. They've got 5 arms left in their bullpen. Crumpton, Lagerwell, Cannon, Gallant, and Smith. Assuming all those guys are available today. Don't really know the status. Easterbrook, big cut and a miss. That change up there from Harper McClendon. A win here would put the Eagles 2 games out of first place in a game and a half. That one misses for a ball. 2 games out of first place, a game out of second place, which is that playoff spot. You'd have Northwest Florida at 7-5 and the Eagles at 6-6. A lot of baseball left to be played yet here today, but the stakes are high. You've got these games left against the teams ahead of you, both Northwest and Chipola. And they do, each win means the same, but when you can make a full game jump in the standings based on one game, those are the ones you want to win. This one shot in the left center field. It's going to be a tough play for Josh Pagozo. Instead, it's Dave Mitchum, but that one will drop. It will be a double for Cade Easterbrook. And it's going to sound unfortunate that the Eagles didn't get the out there, but Dave Mitchum just covered a ton of ground in left field, and that is the reason. Well, not he's a good hitter too and a great base runner, but that is the reason he's in the lineup today.
Center fielder, number 1.
A lot of times that ball will just split the gap and roll to the fence. Mitchum got a glove on it. Maybe on another day he makes that catch. A double for Cade Easterbrook. It's the number 9 hitter Tyler Kehoe up now, with Blake Cavill on deck. Ball misses low and away. Now the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at the plate. Reminder, this is a 7-inning contest. So it's the 4th inning, but we're about halfway through this thing. Just about. This one line foul. And again, I mentioned in game 1 the lineup construction from Northwest Florida. They never had more than 2 lefties in the same spot, back to back. I mean, you never had a cluster of 3 lefties. This game they do, however. It starts with that last batter, Cade Easterbrook. McClendon fires this one in for a strike, so the count goes to 1-2. You got Easterbrook in the 8-hole, Kehoe in the 9-hole, Cavill leading off. And I imagine at some point we will see Jack Thunberg in this game, and it wouldn't shock me if we get to the next time through when Easterbrook comes up that you'd bring Thunberg in to face 3 straight lefties. This one chopped on the ground. Cruz in to field it. Throw over to first. That's good for out number 2. Runner does move over to third.
Now batting, first baseman number 30, Blake Cavill.
Here is Cavill. But one of 2 things happens there. Thunberg gets to face 3 lefties. Favorable matchup for him. Or 2, you force Northwest Florida to go to their bench. And they've got talented hitters on their bench, but there's a reason those guys aren't in the starting lineup. There's a reason the starters are in there, so it wouldn't shock me to see Thunberg come in the next time we get to around this part of the lineup. First pitch into Cavill, called for a strike. Wait, did they call that one a ball? No, that was called a strike. So big at-bat here. Cavill, maybe their best hitter, lines one into right field. Will be a tough play down for extra bases potentially. Thomas struggles with it off the wall. Cavill into second. We're tied at 3 after an RBI double from Blake Cavill.
Now batting, right fielder, number 29, Cherokee Nichols.
That'll bring up Cherokee Nichols. First pitch to Nichols for a strike. So still 2 outs. Game still tied. No need to panic. McClendon looks back Cavill, though there's really no one holding him there. And a changeup gets a swing and a miss from Nichols. Set. Next pitch. This one lined. Fair. Extra bases for Nichols. Cavill will score. He's into second base standing up. Now Northwest Florida back in the lead, 4-3. They trade places here.
Now batting third baseman, number 23, Austin Kelly.
Now here's Austin Kelly, another lefty. First one to him is fouled away. Still a one-run game. You'd like to just get this out, move on from this inning. They've scored 2 runs on just 2 hits. Or 3 hits now. All 3 doubles. Count now 0-1 to Austin Kelly. This one in the dirt. Count goes to 1-1. This one outside, 3-1 the count. 2-1 the count, rather. McClendon set, looking the runner back. This one a high chopper. Cruz going to have a hard time with it. No, goes right into the glove. Over to Gwynn. That will retire to the side. Northwest Florida adds 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Northwest Florida leading this one 4-3 on TCCEagles.com. Breck Gwynn stepping back in again, hitting from the right side. Did so again when they brought a lefty in last game. Or last inning, I mean. Takes one high. Didn't get to finish his at bat as Andrew Fernandez was caught stealing between second and third. Fouls this one to the left side. 1-1. Eagles took a 3-2 lead after a couple of hits from Andrew Fernandez and Justin Cruz, and then they gave it right back. So Northwest Florida up 4-3 in this one in the bottom of the fourth. Go ahead and watch this one. So strike two. This is outside. 2-2. Fouls this one off. Three and two the count now. As Gwynn is battling here. Worked his way back into it. And this one misses high, so a leadoff base runner for the Eagles as Breck Gwynn draws the walk.
Now batting, left fielder, number 3, Dave Mitchell.
Mitchum stepping in. Phillips set. Drops a bunt down. Gwynn going to be in safely, but a successful sacrifice for Dave Mitchum. Put out goes 1-3. And that will bring up the top of the order. Jason Smikowski up next. He was hit by pitch in the first and popped out to the first baseman in the second. Now has the tying run at second base with one out. Phillips set. Misses high there.
Now batting shortstop, number 13, Jason Smikowski.
The 1-0. Misses high again. 2-0. Foul to the left side. So the count now 2-1. We're getting close to the sun dipping behind those trees. Might be right in time for the end of the game, though. Sun's beating us up over here. 2-1. Swung on and missed by Smekowski. Still only one out, so barring a double play, Pagoza will have a chance. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts to start this game. This one misses outside. Muddler had to come out of his crouch just to save that one from getting away. So the count now full. Three-two pitch, misses high, ball 4. So 2 men on and 1 out for Josh Pagozzo.
Now batting.
2 walks in this inning for Jacob Phillips.
Josh Pagozzo.
We'll get a mound visit here. I think the task is a tall one to face Pagozzo and then Ziggy Thomas on deck without giving up any damage here. Thomas, you do get the lefty-lefty matchup, but you know we say that. If you remember that game against Chipola, Ziggy Thomas with a huge 3-run home run against a left-handed pitcher to really secure the win that night for TCC. Eagles won that game 8-3. That Thomas home run came in the 6th inning off of Colton Mercer, the left-handed pitcher. Mercer only pitched in that 1 inning, gave up only those 3 runs. Eagles went on to win 8-3 and then lose 7-4 2 days later at Eagle Field. Here's that first pitch to Pagozzo in the left field for a base hit. We'll see if they hold Gwynn. They do. So the bases will be loaded with 1 out for Ziggy Thomas.
Now batting right fielder number 20, Ziggy Thomas.
A big spot here. He's 0 for 2 today, or game 2, with a strikeout. But let's look what he did in game 1. He was 2 for 4, 2 runs scored with a pair of singles. That's all that's all it would take here. You're only down a run. A single could give you the lead with Smekowski. We know he's got some speed on him over at second. A ball into the gap. Pagozzo's going to be looking to score. You are facing the lefty, but he's having troubles with command. So I think Thomas, for him, he's got to be patient here. Can't swing out of his shoes. Just make something happen. First pitch, though, in for a strike. Ethan Kreisen on deck. The infield alignment here is interesting. You got the third baseman in, the shortstop now playing a little bit back. No shift at all, infield or outfield. The pitch from Phillips. It's golfed. He's going to save. No, it's well foul. Sorry, I'm trying to track these balls into the sun. So the count goes to 0-2. Now, Thomas got to fight to stay alive. You know, he was able to go the other way there, just well foul. But he went with the ball. Be interesting to see what Phillips does here. Now up in the count. Here is that 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt, knocked down by Muddler. Big stop there. Saving a run. Now 1-2. Muddler, or Phillips, set now. That 1-2 pitch misses low and away. Count now even at 2. Thomas maybe get a little more comfortable, but still has to battle here. Sent high in the air to center field. Kehoe underneath it will be enough for Gwynn to tag. He'll try it here. The throw will come into the shortstop, cutting it off, but the game is now tied once again. So a sac fly from Ziggy Thomas ties the game at 4. Smekowski and Pagozo stay put at first and second, respectively. The second straight sacrifice, you had the sac bunt from Mitchum that moved Gwynn over to second, and then a sacrifice fly that scores Gwynn from third.
Now batting, catcher, number 2, Ethan Kreisen.
Kreisen, who's been hit by a pair of pitches already today, now with a really big opportunity with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Phillips set. First pitch. Kreisen into right center field for a base hit. Smekowski scores. Pagozo around second. He heads for third. Kreisen takes a big turn. He'll head back to the first base bag, but it's a 5-4 Eagles lead off the bat of Ethan Kreisen. Some really clutch hitting here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Smekowski scores from second. Pagozo goes first to third. Now runners on the corners with 2 outs, and we'll see another pitching change here, as that'll be the end of the line for Jake Phillips. We'll step aside. Eagles lead 5-4 on TCCEagles.com.
Community College presents Rock the Roost, starring Luke Bryan.
Yeah, that's my kind of night.
Luke Bryan. It goes live Saturday, July 23rd on campus at TCC with special guest
There was this girl,
Riley Green.
drink in her hand. Shoot me and let's get into trouble, grand.
Tickets are on sale now at rocktheroosttcc.com. Luke Bryan, live, produced by Tallahassee Community College and Adams Entertainment.
Back here with a new pitcher, it's Will Cannon on to make his 13th appearance of the season. He's got 22 innings pitched under his belt, a 3.27 ERA. So Jacob Phillips goes 1 inning, gives up 2 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts, and allowed 2 runs, on the hook for 2 more, the guys that are on the corners. But in steps Marco Dinges here, facing the right-handed pitching Matt Cannon.
Now batting, DH, number 5, Marco Dinges.
Dinges swings at the first pitch, sends it into center field. Caught by the center fielder Kehoe. So Eagles lead 5-4. We head to the 5th inning. You're watching TCC Baseball on tcceagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
So we're into the top of the 5th now. Harper McClendon back out on the mound, and Bryant Smith getting ready to step into the batter's box here.
Designated hitter, number 40, Brant Smith.
Eagles leading 5-4. They've scored a pair of runs in each of the last 2 innings, both times giving themselves the lead. There have been a lot of trading of leads thus far. First pitch to Smith, misses low and away, ball 1. This is a 7-inning game, so if the score holds, Northwest Florida down to their last 9 outs. I do believe things could get interesting here, though, very quickly. 2-0 down the count to Smith. This game could go in a lot of different directions, but after Northwest Florida takes the first 2 games of this week-long series, 2 games in Niceville, 2 games in Tallahassee. This one misses 3-0, all really kind of missing outside, not really close. McClendon struggling to find the zone here early on. What a swing this would be on the series, on the season, if the Eagles were able to pull off a doubleheader sweep today. It'd be 2 games out of first and a game out of a playoff spot. This one in for a strike. It's one where you're going into 4 games against Pensacola State. You've yet to play the Pirates. You'll play them for 4 games this week, 2 more games to finish off the season. Now, they've put together a solid start to their conference schedule. This one fouled away, so the count now full after starting off 3-0. You lead Pensacola State by a half game in the conference standings, and it's just because you played 1 less game. If you lose today, you'll be tied 5-7 with Pensacola State. Northwest Florida would move into tied for first at 8-4 with Chipola. This one fouled back. But a win here really changes things. You go a game up on Pensacola State and a game behind Northwest Florida. Gulf Coast State's played more games than anybody so far. They've got 16 games already under their belt. They're 6-10. You imagine they'll start to get some off days here. The Eagles have already had a weekend off, had a week off. This one misses just outside, so Brant Smith does draw that leadoff walk. But this is a pivotal game. You knew it was going to be a bullpen game. Ethan Firehead gave you 5 really solid innings in game 1. Campbell, Cleveland, and Grant Harrison combined to finish that game off.
Shortstop number 2, Dalton McNamara.
Now it's Dalton McNamara stepping in. He's reached base twice already today, a single and a hit by pitch. It'll be his first time facing McClendon, though. McClendon came in the very next batter. It was Scott Mudler. Move over to first, but Smith was not far off the bag. Mudler on deck now, so after this, McClendon will have worked one full time through the order. This one misses outside, ball one. McClendon set and delivers, misses outside, 2-0. The same way he started the at-bat against Smith. And now we'll see Coach Mack walk out of the dugout. I don't know. This could be the end of the day for Harper McClendon. He pulled Dudley when he started off 2-0 against Mudler. And we'll wait and see what he does here with Harper McClendon. That will be the end of the day for Harper McClendon, and we'll see a pitching change here. Looks like it'll be Drew Lang coming into this game, and we'll step aside on tcceagles.com. All right, so we're back here, and it is Drew Lang on the mound, and once again, he's taking over with a 2-0 count already to Dalton McNamara. Harper McClendon pitched an inning and a third and started the fifth. Walked the leadoff batter, Brant Smith, and fell behind to McNamara 2-0. Now Lang comes in and fires a strike in. This one misses, low and in, 3-1. No strikeouts recorded yet by this Eagles pitching staff today. Lang is set. Smith, conservative lead off of first base. And a kind of miss there from McNamara. Even makes the count full. This one misses high, so it's going to be a walk attributed to Drew Lang. That's probably an unfair one. He came in already down 2-0. So back-to-back walks to lead off the fifth here. And that's going to bring up Scott Mudler. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first. This one fouled. Out of play, strike one. Shows bunt, pulls back, but called for strike two. They kind of missed there, so Drew Lang gets the first out of the inning via the strikeout. So now A.J. Fritz will step in with 2 on and 1 out.
Second baseman, number 14, A.J. Fritz.
That one misses for a ball. This one misses outside, 2-0 now. This one sent into right field. Thomas in on it, makes the catch. Runners stay put. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder number 21, Cade Easterbrook.
This one in for a strike to Cade Easterbrook. Now the count moves to 1-1. Easterbrook reached base twice safely already. A walk in the second. A double in the fourth. Came around to score. Now a breaking ball dropped in there for strike 2. Big pitch coming up here from Drew Lang. Lang set and delivers. Hits him. That's tough, and that will load the bases. Tyler Kehoe will step in, the number 9 hitter.
Now batting,
But a big opportunity for him here and a big at-bat
Tyler Kehoe.
in terms of that, determining the outcome of this game. Breaking ball goes inside, 1-0. As things stand, Eagles still 7 outs away from completing the doubleheader sweep, but it's going to take a lot. You got to start with getting out of this inning right here, leaving the bases loaded here in the top of the 5th. Like some insurance here in the bottom half as well. This one hit to Breck Wynn. Down on the knee, fielded over and touches the first base bag, and they strand all 3 runners. They keep Northwest Florida off the board after 2 walks and a hit by pitch. We head to the bottom of the 5th now. You're watching TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges, eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to 4-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
We're now into the bottom of the fifth here. Andrew Fernandez stepping into the plate to face Cannon and takes a hack at the first one, fouls it away. We are just moments away from that sun dipping beneath the trees here at Eagle Field, which will make us a lot more comfortable up here in the press box. This one taken high. Another one misses high now. It's 2-1. This one fouled back, 2-2. Cannon winds, delivers, fouled back again. This one line foul. Good contact there from Fernandez. Another 2-2, misses outside, count goes full. Full count pitch, fouled back. Andrew Fernandez really battling here. Bottom of the fifth, Eagles leading 5-4. They're 6 outs away from completing the sweep of Northwest Florida on today's doubleheader and splitting the overall 4-game series this week. This one, again, fouled back and out of play. And Fernandez stays alive once more. We'll go again, a full count pitch. We'll see if the one is put in play here. Of course not. We stay alive here. Count remains full. This one misses outside, and there it is, ball 4. Eagles get a leadoff walk.
Now batting, second baseman, number 9, Justin Cruz.
It'll bring up Justin Cruz now. Cruz 1 for 2 with a single. Kickoff move over to first. Fastball blown right by Justin Cruz. This one skied high into the air. Second baseman Fritz underneath it, shuffles a little bit and makes the catch. Now Brett Gwynn stepping in again, walked and scored a run in the fourth.
Now batting, first baseman, number 24, Brett Gwynn.
This is outside, ball one. Move over to first again. Fernandez in there easily. This one in there for a strike, 1-1. So that sun has dipped down behind the trees, and I think we're all a little more comfortable up here. Jackson Bakich, our public address announcer for this afternoon's doubleheader. Matthew Frick, our scoreboard operator. Swing and a miss from Gwynn, and Fernandez swipes second base. And Robert Meeks, our game day staff supervisor. Former TCC athletic director. Bridged the gap between Rob Cheney and Chuck Moore. Served as interim from August until December. So the count now 1-2 to Brett Gwynn. Runner on second with one out. Eagles could use some insurance here in the bottom of the fifth. This one's blown right by Brett Gwynn, and that will be out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, number 3, Dave Mitchell.
Big opportunity for Dave Mitchum. He struck out looking in the second and dropped down a sac bunt in the fourth. He's one of the catalysts to the Eagles regaining the lead. This one misses low and outside. Blown by Mitchum there, 1-1 the count. This one fouled back. Count goes to 1-2. 2-2 the count now. Chopped, shortstop, McNamara. Going to make a tough play, and Dave Mitchum is in there safely with an infield single. Moves Fernandez over to third. And now top of the order, Jason Smekowski
Now batting,
up with a big opportunity here.
number 13, Jason Smekowski.
Smekowski reached base twice already today, hit by pitch in the first and drew a walk in the fourth, came around to score. Give the Eagles some much needed insurance going into the sixth inning here. There's 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Cannon set. First pitch to the Eagles shortstop. Taken inside for a ball. Move over to first. Mitchum in there easily. Cannon set. This is high. It would shock me if Mitchum tries to take second here. They might be careful with 2 outs. Make sure you don't record that third out on the base paths. But with Mitchum's speed, runners on first and third, they might just let him take it. Two-0 pitch misses low. 3-0 the count now. This is outside. Bases are loaded for Josh Pagozzo. Second walk of the inning. Now the Eagles center fielder, who's 1 for 3, will step in. Will we get a pitching change here? Looks like we might. Mound visit here, and I might just be talking to him. Nobody ready in the wings. So a quick conversation here before maybe the biggest at-bat of the game. I know we say that quite a bit. Will be Josh Pagozzo getting ready here. No pitching change. Cannon will stay in the game. Pigo, as he's known by his teammates, has been just a constant threat for all pitchers this season. It's continued in the Panhandle Conference. First pitch to him here, fouled into the netting behind home plate. Count 0-1. Eagles looking to really change the outlook of the standings in this league. This at-bat could go a long way in doing so. This one in, though, on the outside corner for a called strike 2. Cannon set, trying to put Pagozzo away. The 0-2 pitch, foul back. Pagozzo already struck out twice today. both from Jake Madden, who retired 6 batters on strikes before departing today's game. Steps back in, another 0-2 pitch on its way from Cannon. High and foul, well foul, over towards the softball field. Pagozzo stays alive here. Was well out in front of that breaking ball. This one misses up and in. So a ball to Pagozzo makes it 1-2. About 2.5 hours into this contest. Still a couple innings to go here. Ground ball right to the third baseman, Kelly. He steps on the third base bag, so no runs come across for the Eagles after 2 walks and a base hit. No errors, 3 left. We head to the 6th. The Eagles still lead, though, 5-4 here at Eagle Field. You're watching TCC Baseball on tcceagles.com. Now into the top of the 6th, it's Drew Lang back on the mound for the Eagles. They've still got a 1-run lead. Probably, a little frustrated they couldn't get just one more run across that last half inning. They loaded the bases. First pitch swinging is Cavill. This should be playable. Fernandez into foul territory, now back into fair territory. But 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 6th, and that's a big one. Cavill had reached base safely 3 times already this game. A walk in the first, an error in the second, and a double in the 4th. That was that inning in which the Raiders had 3 doubles. But retired easily here in the top of the 6th, and that's a big out to get things started here for Drew Lang. The Eagles now 5 outs away from finishing this game off. I say that. It sounds so close, but this has been such a tight game. Breaking ball, good pitch, but Nichols was sitting on it the whole way. Don't think he intended to swing there. Watched it. Now you might have to rely more on your fastball this at bat. Lang winds, throws, goes right back to the breaking ball. Misses low and away, so he's behind 2-0 to Nichols. Nichols 2 for 4 game 1. He's 2 for 3 today, so been a pain in the side of every pitcher he's faced this afternoon. Now 7:43 here, Eastern time. I say that for any Northwest Florida fans that might be watching over in Niceville or in that area, Central time there. So it's 3-0. This one was going to hit him, but he ducked out of the way. Will be ball 4. That is the tying run. Austin Kelly stepping in next. He went 0 for 3 in game 1, is 0 for 2 today, or in game 2. Did score a run after reaching via the walk in the 7th, game 1, and then dropped a sacrifice down in the first inning of this game. Now up with a big opportunity here. 1 out, runner on first. Drew Lang maybe trying to induce a double play ball here. But instead he sends it into center field. Pagozzo moving back on it. Now underneath it, makes the catch. Nichols retreats back to first. So 2 outs here. Brant Smith
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 40.
is stepping in.
Smith.
Right in the middle of that cluster of lefties again. I don't think Jack Thunberg's warming up. I don't know if we'll see him. You might try to ride Drew Lang out for the rest of this game. You only need 4 more outs if you can keep him off the scoreboard here. And Lang has been a little bit more reliable. Thunberg has some use if you can put him in the right spot. Drew Lang has, was a little more dominant, I think, early in the season, and not struggled, but teams had a little bit more success against him. And yeah, they're going to say Smith went around there, so the ball gets away from Kreisen, but the count now is 1-1. Lang set, delivers. In the dirt, ball 2. This one in the dirt, 3-1. Lang comes set. Turned on it, but sends it well foul. Count now full with 2 outs here. Runner will be moving on the pitch. is moving. This one misses. Misses. Might have been low. So runners on first and second after 2 walks from Drew Lang. Still 2 outs, and he'll be facing Dalton McNamara. McNamara, again, another one of the Northwest Florida Raiders that has reached base safely in all 3 trips. Singled, was hit by a pitch, and walked. And we'll get a mound visit here from head coach Mike McLeod. We'll step aside real quick here on TCCEagles.com.
Community College presents Rock the Roost, starring Luke Bryan.
Yeah, that's my kind of night.
Luke Bryan. It goes live Saturday, July 23rd on campus at TCC with special guest
There was this girl,
Riley Green.
drink in her hand. Shoot me and let's get into trouble, grand.
Tickets are on sale now at rocktheroosttcc.com. Luke Bryan, live, produced by Tallahassee Community College and Adams Entertainment.
So no pitching change, just a mound visit. Talk to Drew Lang before this big at-bat.
Now batting shortstop number 2, Dalton McNamara.
This is low. Ball 1 to McNamara. On the ground to Gwynn, he botches it. Still time to make a play, though. Did he get his foot on the bag? He's out at first. What a play from Brett Gwynn. He botched the ground ball, stuck with it. Drew Lang over to cover at the first base bag. That sends us to the bottom of the 6th. TCC holding on to their 1-run lead. You're watching TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com. I couldn't tell. The throw was in time. I couldn't tell if he touched the bag. Yeah, I couldn't. I just couldn't tell. We'll take it.
Community College presents Rock the Roost, starring Luke Bryan.
Yeah, that's my kind of night.
Luke Bryan. It goes live Saturday, July 23rd on campus at TCC with special guest
There was this girl,
Riley Green.
drink in her hand. Shoot me and let's get into trouble, grand.
Tickets are on sale now at rocktheroosttcc.com. Luke Bryan, live, produced by Tallahassee Community College and Adams Entertainment.
Now bottom of the 6th, Eagles potentially would be their last chance to add insurance. If they come up again in the 7th, it's either tied or they're trailing. It's Will Cannon back on the mound for Northwest Florida. First pitch to Ziggy Thomas in the dirt, ball 1. And the home plate umpire just came out from behind home plate clapping. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if he's upset with the pace of play, maybe? I mean, I don't know. I couldn't hear what he said. This one in for a strike. Can't say I've seen that before. Does get a strike out of Cannon. This one misses high. This one called strike 2. 2-2 the count to Thomas. Gets by the pitcher. Shortstop has to make a play. Does. Nice play from Dalton McNamara. 6-3 put out. That one was kind of just jammed Ziggy there. Got past the pitcher, who kind of fell to the ground trying to field it. Shortstop moving to his left. Picks it up, makes the throw. It was a dime right over to Cavill. Now cries it up with one away. Nobody on for the Eagle backstop. Reached base safely 3 times. 2 hit by pitch, 1 single. Cannon winds, delivers. Breaking ball in for a strike. Nice breaking ball there from Cannon. This one fired in there for a strike. Foul back and out of play. This one pops straight up. Second baseman Fritz moving to his left and makes that catch. So 2 outs here to start the bottom of the 6th. Now Marco Dinges stepping in.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 5, Marco Dinges.
It's Scott Mudler, A.J. Fritz, and Cade Easterbrook due up for the Raiders. First pitch to him, taken low for ball 1. This one misses high, ball 2. Eagles scored once in the second, twice in the third, twice in the fourth. That's what gives them the 5-4 lead. 5-4 lead as things stand. 3 straight balls though to Marco Dinges. Dinges 0 for 3 today. Did reach on air in the third and score. That should be ball 4. Yep, misses high and tight. Dinges will head to first base. So the 5th walk of the game from Raider pitching. They also have 3 hit batsmen. Eagles have walked 6 Raider batters. And a hit by pitch, a couple hit by pitch from them as well. So lots of free passes today. I think that's kind of contributed to the pace of play or lack thereof in this contest. Fernandez first pitch swinging, sends one back and out of play. But you got to play this one through. A very big game. Eagles sitting at 24-12 overall on the season after the win in game 1. So that's a .667 winning percentage. You guys know the importance that conference play has. Fritz fields it over to the first baseman, Cavill. We head to the 7th. Eagles 3 outs away from completing the sweep in this doubleheader, but they'll have to keep the Raiders off the board. Stay right there. You're watching TCC Baseball live on tcceagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges, eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
So it's Grant Harrison in here again to try and close the door. Came in and pitched the final inning in game 1. After Campbell Cleveland loaded the bases in the 7th, Harrison came in through 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, struck out 1, no earned runs. The 3 runs that Cleveland put aboard all did score, however. Now Harrison, I think, gets to come in a situation in which he'll be much more comfortable. Nobody on, nobody out. But it is a safe situation, a 1-run game. Top of the 7th, at home, conference game. First pitch to Scott Mudler. Misses, outside, for a ball. This one taken high for a ball, ball 2.
Now hitting catcher number 20, Scott Mudler.
2-0 the count to Mudler. You don't want to walk the leadoff man, especially not in a 1-run game. Goes without saying, I'm sure. This one, though, fired in for a strike. Grant Harrison looking for his 5th save of the season. He's thrown 22 innings on the year, that ERA below 1. This one fired in on the outside corner, strike 2. Mudler 0 for 3 today in game 1, or game 2. Was 1 for 4 in game 1. So 1 for 7 on the day. Trying to get on base here, get something going for Northwest Florida. Grant Harrison trying to do the opposite. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, Fernandez got to make the throw across the diamond, and he does. Out number 1. 5-3 put out. We'll bring up A.J. Fritz.
Now batting, second baseman, number 14, A.J. Fritz.
Just approaching 3 hours played for this game. We're 7 minutes away from that. First pitch was at 5:10. Currently 8:03 here in Eastern Standard Time. It was 79 degrees at first pitch. Has cooled off to 73 here in Tallahassee as the sun is going down. Lights are on here at Eagle Field as we come closer to the conclusion of what's been a really fun day of baseball here. First pitch to Fritz, misses low and away, ball 1. Eagles will return home next Saturday for a doubleheader against Pensacola State. Have 2 games on the road in Pensacola, Tuesday and Thursday this week. This one in there for a strike. So 4 games against the Pirates will be the first matchup between these 2 teams. Right now, the Eagles currently ahead of Pensacola State by half a game. Could make it a full game here with a victory. The 1-1 pitch. Misses high. 2-1. Count now 3-1. Got to find the strike zone here. Called strike 2. This one fouled away. Here's the 2-2 pitch. On its way from Grant Harrison. Fouled back by Fritz. Well out of play. Count stays full. 1 away here in the 7th. This one skied into right field. Ziggy Thomas shifting himself underneath it. Makes the catch for out number 2. Eagles now 1 out away here from wrapping up a second consecutive victory.
Now batting, left fielder, number 21, Kay Easterbrook.
Northwest Florida, currently number 3 in the Region 8 coaches poll. Tallahassee 7th. New poll will come out tomorrow. Northwest Florida also nationally ranked, number 13 in the country. Eagles already have a win over number 5 Chipola. And now a win earlier today against number 13 Northwest Florida, looking to make it 2 here. Ball misses outside to Cade Easterbrook. A win here, too, in the doubleheader. You wonder what that would do to Tallahassee's spot in that Region 8 poll. Strike one called to Easterbrook. Still yet to crack the national poll this season. I think it would take a longer string of wins. But sitting 7th in the state right now, according to the coaches poll. Jumped from 10 to 7 last week. Could jump into the top 5, I think, maybe this week with a win today. Well, we'll see. Have to look at some of the results from around the state. Breaking ball in there, called strike 2. Eagles 1 strike away from wrapping this one up. Grant Harrison facing Cade Easterbrook. He's set. And throws. Foul back. You got, I think, a little bit of a grunt there from Grant Harrison. He is trying to finish him off right here. Not many moments as tense as this one, I think, throughout the season. It's been a long day of baseball, a long game. Now officially 3 hours into it. Harrison set again, delivers. Taking strike 3. That's the ball game. Eagles 5, Northwest Florida 4. They are now 1 game out of a playoff spot, 2 games out of first place after a sweep of this Sunday doubleheader against the Raiders. Grant Harrison comes in for his 5th save of the season. Harper McClendon picks up the victory. And what a day of baseball. The Eagles came down from behind twice in this one to take the game. Split the 4-game series over the week. Now they've got 4 games against Pensacola State. This coming week we'll be back here on TCCEagles.com with a doubleheader on Saturday against the Pirates. And by then, who knows? Maybe the Eagles will be in a playoff spot. Maybe they'll be in first place. That's going to do it, though, for our broadcast today. I hope you enjoyed it. 2 wins, 9-5 in Game 1, 5-4 in Game 2. Love to see it here at Eagle Field. They moved to 25-12 overall in the season, and they moved to 21-6 here at home. It's been a great season, and I can't wait to call the rest of these games. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was another edition of TCC Baseball live on TCCEagles.com. Hell yeah.